All right. Good morning, everyone. Good morning to the people in the USA. Good afternoon to those from the UK, Europe, and good evening to those in Asia. This is Robot in the Morning, and it is your host, Asian Robot. Now, today's little topic of conversation. You know, honestly, I got some interesting things to say today. But as always, we are here to share our energy with the world. We're here to share our energy with all of you because I know how difficult it can be to wake yourself up in the morning. All right? So I'm here to share some energy with you guys and also to talk about various issues because every single episode of this that I do is always going to be about motivation and real talk. And believe me when I say we definitely do have some real talk to bring out today. Okay, we are going to bring out some serious real talk. Quite frankly, because I've seen quite a few things on Twitter today that have disappointed me greatly. That have disappointed me to the core of my soul. But before we get into that, let me tell you. Alright, we're going to start with something simple. We're going to talk about motivation. Now, yesterday I asked some people, people who were in chat, people who were not in chat, whatever, it doesn't matter. I asked them a question. I asked them to tell me, what is the one thing that you want to achieve? What is your little thing that you want to achieve for the day? You know, and I got quite a variety of responses, you know, and I'm just going to read out one that I got on YouTube from my homie Riot Stream. He's a fantastic dude. You know, he says, my goal is to have something to see on any of my social media platforms today. So, Riot, this show is for you, man. I hope that I'll be putting on a show that everybody will want to see. But more importantly than that, all right, let me also highlight again the absolute importance of not just goal setting, but goal appreciation. You know, when I say I'm going to spread energy in my shows, when I say I'm going to spread that motivation and energy every day when I go live, every day when I do something, when I say I'm going to spread that, I mean it legitimately because, and it's a simple thing to say this, you know, because I want people to know that it's not just about being motivated day to day. It's not just about being motivated today, but it's also about celebrating your previous motivations and looking forward to being motivated in the future. That is something that many people forget. So talking about past motivations and things that, you know, and celebrating those past motivations, let me ask you the question of the day. All right, I'll begin this with the question of the day. What is something that you want to celebrate from last week? It can be a small, tiny achievement. It doesn't matter. It really doesn't. It really does not matter what the achievement is that you want to celebrate, so long as you're willing to celebrate that achievement. Yeah? Alright, so I'ma share my little celebration from last week. Okay, I'ma share my little celebration from last week. Last week's thing for me, to be honest, to be perfectly fucking honest, alright, was that last week, I'm a workaholic, realistically speaking. And last week, I told myself that Sunday, I'm finally going to take some time off to refresh myself. Sunday, I'm finally going to take some time off to spend with Kaz. And I did. And I'm proud of myself that that the whole day, you know, after my morning streams were done and everything, I did not fucking force myself to, you know, stream or something. I did not fucking try and choose some convoluted excuse to make myself stream. No, I put everything down and I said, Kaz, let's watch some Lord of the Rings together. And that's my little achievement. You know, sometimes taking care of yourself can be so difficult. It can be so difficult to take care of yourself because we don't think of ourselves as often as we think about what we want to achieve and what we want to do. Many of y'all out there, you know, might be workaholics like me. You know, whether or not you are a workaholic in terms of your job or whether or not you're a workaholic in terms of content creation, either way, workaholics like us, you know, we need time to reset. We need time to take care of ourselves and tell ourselves that, hey, this is not exactly healthy. And sometimes it truly isn't. Sometimes it truly is not healthy in any way, shape, or form. And you have to remind yourself of that. You really do. Because the second you stop reminding yourself of that is the time that you will look at yourself and be like, what the hell fuck did I do? Why did I do this thing for which I should not have done? You will ask yourself that question. Honest to God, you will. And I'm going to tell you a little something. If you do not celebrate your past achievements, if you do not celebrate things that have, shaped, coded you, and given you that strength from the previous weeks, from the previous times, from the previous moments in your life, you will forever be in a situation where you will be telling yourself, man, I've never achieved anything. Man, I don't even have anything to my name right now. You'll be constantly telling yourself that. That is what you'll be experiencing consistently. And I should know because I'm somebody that experiences that consistently because I do not take enough time to tell myself I have achieved this and that. So that's why I want to bring this concept out to you guys. That's why I want to tell you on Robot in the Morning, be kind to yourself. Be kind enough to take some time, not just to set goals, but to celebrate past achievements, because that is something that people do not often do. A lot of the time, people do not celebrate their past achievements, and that can be problematic. Now, for those of you on other social media, alright, please remember that if you want to catch this show being filmed live, please come into my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/RealAsianRobot. I'll be doing this series 5 days a week because I believe it is important to motivate people on the daily and also to share some important thoughts, to share some important happenings, to share some important things that I see, and also to be unfiltered and give people a real picture of what's going on. Alright? So, now that we're sort of done with our little motivational segment, I mean, there'll be more motivational concepts coming throughout the show. You know me. I'm the type of person to always share this kind of thing. But, what in the butt? I have to say that today, I'm going to tell y'all a little something. Now, what I saw on Twitter today that makes me want to give this guy the Cocksucker of the Month award is that there was this douchebag, alright? And I'm talking about after the Mixer debacle, where Mixer sold off to Facebook Gaming, all us partners lost everything, and this and that. Now we had to rebuild from ground zero all over again, blah de blah de blah. This asshole, within the first 2 months or something, he was playing Minecraft, celebrating milestones, 1,000 followers, 2,000 followers. He was going hard in the paint. He was going so hard. And then he was all like, oh, thank you. You guys helped me upgrade my setup. He bought lights and shit. He had an amazing setup. Not that's budget setup like the Asian man. No. He had an amazing setup, Spent a lot of money on it. Then he started to have to do giveaways. Then I saw his numbers dropping. And then now today I scroll Twitter and I see, oh, I've taken time off streaming. I may come back, does everyone see? You was the dude hating on my ass, trying to cut me off at any corner, at every single corner, trying to do the things that I do, trying to, imitate the Asian man, and then at the same time cussing out the Asian man. Typical pathetic hater. Braggart. That's the term. He was a braggart. And now what? He quit streaming? Oh, I can't stream anymore. You had 3K followers, man. What happened? Oh, yeah, that's right. There was all kids that don't give a shit about your content because you don't actually make content. You just play Minecraft obsessively for 12 hours a day. Call yourself a sexy man. No. See, that's what I want to prevent. When you do well, when you celebrate your achievements, celebrating it is different from trying to rub it in other people's faces. And most importantly, it is different from being a dick. It is extremely different from being an A-class douche wanker. like this asshole was? What happened to all your allies that was raiding you all the time? What happened to all the big raids you used to receive? What happened there, bro? What happened to all the people that was subbing to you? What happened to all that? You know, you was bragging day in, day out. You were making fun of me day in, day out. You were sneak dissing and everything. I'm still here. I'm still making new content every single day. And this guy quit streaming. Those people who did support him, I hope they catch up to him one day. Give him a little slap, you know? Because he's wasted all their money all this time. That's a fact. That's a reality. Now, I'm gonna also bring it back. Like I said, this is unfiltered motivation and real talk. I'm gonna bring it back a little bit because I want to say this is why it is important not just to be a streamer, but to be a content creator. The most successful people that I've seen don't just stream. They have something beyond that. They do not just stream. Yes, you can be successful just streaming. But these are also the people that, number one, they're making YouTube videos. They could be using TikTok. They could be TikTokers. They could be any number of things. They could be famous on Instagram. But I've noticed that the most successful people always have something outside of just streaming. They do not just hit the go live button and then go off every day. Because yes, you can attract people. Some people will hang out with you for weeks. But eventually people get bored. You need to have multiple avenues to draw people in. And you also need to have multiple avenues of content because that is what makes you interesting. How are you going to maintain any interest in yourself if you're doing the same thing day in, day out? If I wanted to see somebody do repetitive actions, I myself may as well go and play an MMORPG. I do not deny that there are some people who, who literally can make it as a streamer. Yes, but for 80% of the people, that does not work. For that other 80%, the 20% of that 80% that is successful are those that make additional content. So ask yourself what you are bringing to the table. Some of you may not know this, but if you're hearing this podcast on, Spotify or wherever else, because I'm going through Anchor FM, I'm not from the USA. So unfortunately, I do not get paid. You want to support this podcast, feed my family, shameless self-advertisement here. Come to my Twitch channel, drop a sub, drop some tips, drop some bits, don't matter. You can go to YouTube and get the link and do the same thing. I'd appreciate you. But, the most important point in all this is that, listen, you have to be doing something else. Did y'all know I'm a rapper? For those of you listening to this out there in the wide world, I don't know where you are. I don't know where I am. But I'll tell you one thing. I'm a rapper. I'm also a YouTube content creator. I'm also a voice actor. I run my own little business where I do custom voice alerts for people. Hey, Walkus, good to see you in chat. Thank you so much. Good to see that my little supplementary chat window is now working. So, although Rainmaker is not working right now, we should still have supplementary alerts going off and things like that, which should help us tremendously. Because, until Rainmaker fixes itself, we're going to be in a little bit of pickle. If it doesn't fix itself in a week, I'll probably make a stream elements overlay. That'll be just basically the same quality, but just that it would actually work. Because I'm tired of seeing a lot of these things that are here not going up. But it doesn't matter. Sorry, I was getting on a tangent there because, like I say, I filmed this on Twitch in front of a live studio, and sometimes I can't help but talk about Twitch things. But I say it again. And I think this is such a key point to reiterate every single morning. Many people, so many people, so many people, they forget. They forget where they come from. They forget who raised them up, and they think that after a little bit of success that they are star shining. That is not the case, my dudes. That is not the case. Everything can fade. Things go up and down. It's a cycle. It's a cycle. And many people are not aware of that. You know? Many people are not aware of that. On one day, you could be doing amazing. You could be doing the best damn show of your life. And then tomorrow, you play into an empty house. Until you consistently build up that community and that star power, there's going to be a lot of variation in what you experience as a streamer. So how do you ensure that you remain relevant? How do you ensure that the things that you do remain relevant? How do you ensure that you, as a content creator, remain relevant? I'm gonna hydrate before I make this next point. I took a little drink of water because I want to keep on speaking. This is something that so many people forget. So many streamers out there will call themselves content creators. But to be a true content creator, you got to be doing something other than streaming. You could stream 45 hours in a day, and you would still have 1 or 2 views. It could be possible. Maybe it's the type of game you play or whatever. But at the very least, if during that time that you're streaming, you're making additional content, that can help you out tremendously. Because it's another avenue of grabbing people's attention. It's another avenue of getting viewership. So many people forget that. So many people in the world forget that. And that is the issue. That is the problem. That is the whole issue right there. They'll have one good day streaming and think that they're on top of the world. Next day, their world crashes down. And then they're all tears, sorrow, and I want to quit streaming. They forget that everything is a cycle. And that is why it is so important sometimes to ensure. Hang on. More solicitation. Oh. Anyway, sorry about that. Pause. But again, coming back to the main point. There are so many people that are content creators or call themselves as such, but they don't do anything but stream. What are you making from the games that you stream? Now, it doesn't mean you have to make God videos like me. I do it because that's the way that I like to do things. But you can make content in so many different ways. You could be making clip montages of your sickest kills, whatever. Doesn't matter, but as long as you're creating something. You know, if you're creating something, that brings you a whole new dimension. A whole new dimension. And that's what so many individuals forget. That's what so many people forget. They truly do. They truly forget that if you're just hitting the go live button, you're not a content creator. And just hitting that go live button isn't actually going to do anything to you. There's so many different ways that you have to connect with people. There's so many different ways that you got to speak to people. Share your mind, share your thoughts. And speaking of sharing thoughts, that brings me to another important concept. Have y'all thought about accountability? Because I sure have been thinking about accountability these past few days. And let me tell you, there's some people out there who will never be accountable for their actions. And these people are sometimes the ones who are at the top telling the rest of us what to think and what to do. The more I see of this one particular individual, let me tell you, this one particular individual, I'm not going to name names, because as unfiltered as this isn't like a lynch podcast or anything like that. I'm not here to cancel nobody, but this one particular individual, they are the worst hypocrite that I've ever seen. You know, every day they push a narrative that their racial group is, you know, being overlooked in the streaming industry or things like that. But they won't be willing to even talk for 1 second about how Asians are being overlooked. To this day, I'm still the only one mentioning that. I went to one game in particular, you know, and I actually had a look at their partnerships. And they had one female partner, 2 black partners, and the rest of them were all straight white males. Oh, sorry, 1 LGBTQ male. What about the trans people? I'm sure there are trans people playing the game. And most importantly, what about the fucking Asians that were playing that game? Do they know that they have a whole fucking community from Asia? It's no wonder that their Asian people have to literally come to me and my YouTube videos to ask for tips and tricks, because none of their partners can even relate to them. Their partners are only interested in pushing fucking meta builds that are trash. And I'll tell you why it's trash, because when you come home after a tiring day at work, all right, not everybody is a school kid, and school kids don't have the money to spend a lot on your game. They might if they have very lenient parents, but that's a small minority. No, you're catering to the working folk who like to spend on skins and things to look cool because that's their little treat. After a hard day's work, I'm gonna treat myself with this nice skin, you know? That's what they do. But this group, all right, their partners only push some kind of sick ass meta build that requires you to play perfectly, you know, and things like that. I'm like, what the fuck is even wrong with you? They do not understand that so many people, and this is why people still watch my videos to this day, they do not understand that some people are just tired after a long day's work. They don't want to think. They want to get on, kill some stuff, and not have to worry about playing perfectly. Maybe, you know, for those that are content creators who have content creation as their full-time job, oh yeah, maybe, you know, you want to be the best at your game and whatever, and you're forced to. I don't know, content creation is my full-time job. I ain't been forced to do that. I'd rather think about the people, because I think so many times we forget as entertainers that we are also trying to serve the people. Okay, I hold strongly to that value of trying to serve others because I think it is important. Always reminds me of you know, and just for the record, I'm not Christian, but it reminds me of like this meme that I saw. It's related to Jesus Christ, and I think the meme says something like, the Son of God did not come to the earth to be served, but to serve, or something like that. But it always like kind of hit it with me, because I felt like, you know, that's what I'm here for. Like, I know not everybody can choose this pathway, where they're just making content every day. Hey, listen, I go through depression every day because, you know, sometimes I wonder if I'm ever going to be able to feed my family off this. But I tell you one thing, I like to do it. I like to do what I do for the people out there who have families. They're working a job, providing for their families. And, you know, occasionally they'll tune into my show and have a good time and things like that. That's who I do it for. So when I do builds on YouTube, or when I do this and that, I cater to those people. I say, okay, this build, it's not going to give you the very best of DPS. Is not gonna make you a half-a-minute hero that can, you know, smash through content in 30 seconds. But what it is gonna give you is a way of enjoying the content without having to worry about how difficult the content is. It's basically gonna put the content into easy mode for you. And I think so many people forget that. Again, the simple reason for why I do it, 110% simple to the core reason that I do it, is because I know how it feels to have to come home after a long day, still do stuff around the house, and maybe you get 2 hours where you can sit down and just enjoy content. You want to enjoy it, you know, pain-free. And when you want to enjoy it pain-free, that's why I make my builds. Hey, Ride Stream, good to see you. Welcome to Robot in the Morning. You know, and I think that so many full-time content creators lose touch with that. They do. Because they only focus on, you know, entertaining the kiddies, bring in the best revenue they can, you know, trying to be the best so that they can lord it over everybody else, because they know the competitive kiddies are going to watch those videos instead of the primary audience, but they forget that the ones that have the most revenue to spend are the ones that are the casual gamers, the ones that are tired after work, who just want to play the game, experience the content, and, you know, occasionally if they want it on easy mode, then I deliver that to them. I'm playing the long game here. Okay, many people won't even believe that I'm playing the long game, but I'm telling you, Robot in the Morning is going to be famous. Robot is going to be famous. That's a long time goal. And I'm going to start by saying it will happen. I don't know when. But every single day I'm going to tell myself that this is my goal for the day. I'm going to get 10 viewers waiting for Robot in the Morning. I'm going to get myself one day to 10 viewers just waiting to hear Robot in the Morning. You know, you're right, Riot Stream. Flexing is not a life goal, but many people make it their life goals. And these people, yes, they may get into partnerships with games, but will they ever be satisfied, and will they ever have anything beyond just that one partnership with the game? What will they achieve in their life? I don't know, man. I don't know. Hang on, sorry, I had to, like, you ever hear, okay, you know what, I'm gonna go off topic here, but I'm gonna tell you, you know how many logo designers contact me on the daily? Like, do they not know that I have a brand and everything? They've never literally done any research into me. They expect me to buy their product? No. You give me a whole package for free, then maybe I'll talk to you. Nah, you got a price for your graphic design work. Let me tell you, let me give you some real advice. This is for all the graphic designers out there. Don't just DM 100 people. You're never gonna get anywhere. Go to a few streamers whose content you truly enjoy. I'm not saying me. I don't care if you go to me or not. But go to somebody whose content you really enjoy. Offer them a full-on free package. The works. Tell them to advertise for you. Because I tell you, word of mouth from a good streamer who is well trusted by his community is what's going to get you the sales. And if you keep seeding yourself in this way, that's how you're going to get the sales. I'll tell you that. If you're just gonna go to people DMing, nah, that's not gonna get you anywhere. Riot Stream says, I refuse to simplify my life to numbers and monetary value. I want more, we both do. And it's true, it's true. I do not want to simplify my life to, you know, numbers and monetary value. I want to rise above that. Like, I want my fame to be something that I've truly earned. Not just because I'm good at one video game and the second I leave that video game, I've got nobody watching me. No. That's not what I'm interested in. I have zero fucking interest in that. I'll tell you what I do have an interest in. My interest is very simple. I want to make sure that I reach the pinnacle of my art form. Not just when it comes to doing these talk shows, not just when it comes to gaming, not just when it comes to creating YouTube videos. No, I want to reach the pinnacle of my art form, whether it's rapping, doing voices, doing everything that there is out there. Everything that there is out there that I do. And I tell you, I'm going to hit each of these goals. One day, I'm going to do my show, straight up get 5 subs every show, straight up get $50 in tips, and straight up $1,000 in bits. Not $1,000 in bits. Don't worry, I'm not a leech. You know, those are my goals. And someday I'm going to achieve that. And for the smaller term goals, someday I'm going to have 10 people waiting for Robot in the Morning. Because that's what this show is about. This show is about me talking to you every single morning and reminding you that there's a real world out there. I'm going to give you the real unfiltered talk. And I'm going to share my energy with you every single goddamn day because I know you need this energy. I know you need this energy, and I want you to have this energy because I do not want to cut you down. I have no reason to cut anyone down other than those who are the parasites of our industry. And I will call it like it is. I don't care who gets offended. You want to get offended, you come at me because this is Robot in the Morning. It is unfiltered. The parasites in the industry are the people that only want to take from their viewers. They'll buy these cool bells, whistles, and lights as if it's gonna make them a better streamer. And then when the numbers start dropping, they'll start doing a giveaway. And then when they can't fund the giveaway anymore, they will start whining about their mental health and they'll take off from streaming and finally they'll quit. That's exactly what this loser did on my phone. Oh, I'm sorry, you don't like me calling this guy a loser? Well, he's a fucking loser. And do you want to be a fucking loser? No, you don't. I don't believe that you're a fucking loser. I believe that you have the potential to be better than this clown. I believe that you have the potential in you to be the best goddamn human that you can be. And you are gonna be that today. Not because I say so, but because the potential is in fucking you. I don't have to tell you this. You know it, but maybe you just needed some words to kickstart it. I fucking believe in you. Just like a lot of you believe in me. I believe in you. And I know you can do it. You are out here doubting yourself. But do you know why these people hate on you? Do you know why this person hated on me so much? That's why I call him a fucking loser. He was terrified of my potential. And the day that I recognized that is the day that I said, I need to share this message with everybody. I need to share this message with everybody out there, and I'm gonna share my energy with you every single goddamn day. Every single morning you are gonna see me here on Twitch. I do not care if I have 1 viewer. I do not care if I've got 5 viewers. I don't even look at my view count. I don't even care. But someday I'm gonna get 10. Yes, it's a milestone. But I'll tell you right now. They were afraid of what I would become. Just like the people that want to cut you down are afraid of what you're gonna become. Because they know that the second you are in that spotlight, they could never reach you. They want to keep you down in the mud with them so that you're as miserable as them, because they know you're going to bloom. They know you're going to rise above. That's why they hate you. Right, Stream, you're right. They can't see it in you, or rather they can, and that's what terrifies them. And that's what I'm telling you. I am here to share my energy with you every single day, because I do not care about cutting people down. I have never once cared about cutting somebody down. It has never been my goal to cut somebody down. I have no interest in this. My only interest is in making this show every single day, 5 days a week. Rain, hail, sleet, or snow, I'm gonna be here spitting facts every single day. I'm gonna be here spitting motivation every single day. And by the end of my show, goddammit, I'm gonna make you so fired up that you're gonna go out there and you're gonna create some content. You're gonna do whatever you need to do. You're gonna go get that bread. It doesn't matter. I'm gonna fire you up by the end of my show every single day. Because this is what I was born to do. This is what I was bred to do. And this is what everybody tried to stop me from doing. I'm not gonna let them stop you, because I've never let them stop me. So before I end this segment today, I want you to make me a promise. When you listen to this, I don't care where you're listening to. You're listening on Anchor, you're listening on Spotify, it doesn't matter. Make me a promise. If I'm reaching your soul, then someday, come to Twitch, come to the live show. I don't care whether you tip me, donate to me, sub to me, or whatever, it doesn't matter. But come to the show. Let me see your face and let me tell you one thing. I believe in you. Because I believe that you're not a fucking loser. I believe that you are not like these other people out there who faking, who bragging, who try to big themselves up and flex on others. Because that is bullying. And if we won't tolerate it in our schools, if we won't tolerate it in our day-to-day life, then we got no reason to tolerate it in our industry. The robot does not stand for that. The robot stands for motivation, power, and energy. And I tell you, I'm gonna share that with you every single day. Here's your dab. All right. So for those of you on other platforms, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to follow me on Spotify. Don't forget to share my work on Spotify. Don't forget to check me out on Anchor. All right, because I'm gonna be here creating this show every single goddamn day. All right, this is Asian Robot signing off, and I'll see you tomorrow morning, okay? Remember, I fucking believe in you.